when a movie's successful, I like to try to pinpoint why, so I can give credit to who's responsible for making such a great movie. There's a lot of factors that go into making a movie. Is it the source material that it comes from? Is it the writer? Is it the director? Is it the actors and actresses? Is it the cinematographer? In the case of Moneyball, I think the answer is D, all of the above, or E or F, or however many I listed. All of the above. And I don't think it's any of those elements going to like 100%, like working on this spectacular level. I think it's the fact that everything in Moneyball seems to work right at that 80 to 85% level where it's almost hitting on all cylinders, and so you walk away going, wow, that was a well-made movie, a well-done movie, and I feel good about it. The source material is great. Billy Beane, who the story centers around, this is a true story, or based on a true story, was a guy who took statistics in baseball and kind of changed the way that baseball managers put their teams together. It's a really interesting story. I mean, what could seem more boring than baseball statistics? And yet, here's this guy who found a way to look at it in a new way and do something different. It's cool source material, not to mention the fact that the surrounding bits of his life are all really interesting as well. The way he led the team, the way he managed the team, the way he interacted with the coach of the team, the manager of the ball club, the way that he interacted with his family, the way he had to balance family life and work, the way he had to listen to others because he really didn't know what he was talking about in a lot of these things. It was a really interesting look at what leadership is and what courage is in those situations. So that's great. The acting, Brad Pitt, Phillip Seymour Hoffman, both amazing. They do great work. Brad Pitt I've never really seen in a bravura performance before. Maybe 12 Monkeys. I'll give him 12 Monkeys actually. That was a pretty amazing performance. But usually he's just Brad Pitt being Brad Pitt. And it's kind of more of the same in Moneyball, but just a little bit something extra I think in this role. Phillip Seymour Hoffman always blows me away. He just like melds into his roles. He becomes those people, and it's no different here. And then there's Jonah Hill, who I only know is kind of a comedy guy, and he plays this kind of subdued character. It is a little bit of a one-note performance, but he nails that one note, and I was really impressed with him. He stands out to me as maybe one of the breakthrough performances going on in this movie. Also nice to see the guy from The Office. I forget his name, or not The Office, Parks and Recreation. Chris, I think, is his name. He has a smaller role in this, and was good to see him as well. But everybody is performing well in this movie in the acting. Then I think of the writers. Aaron Sorkin was one of the writers on this movie, and you can hear it in some of the dialogue. It's quick, it's funny, it's well done, and then Bennett Miller, I think, directed it. And that's a fairly new name. In fact, the last movie that Bennett Miller directed was in 2006. I only know this because I looked it up. I promise I don't have this encyclopedic. Maybe I'll just let you believe that. Yes, no, I knew this. 2006, he did Capote, which was another movie, I think also Phillip Seymour Hoffman, that I watched and just went, wow, that's really well done, very successful and well done, and got nominated for some Oscars as well, as I think Moneyball might too. It will be one of those movies in contention when it comes to Oscar time, because all the pieces work together to put this really amazing film in front of you. And if nothing else, you will come away from Moneyball feeling like, wow, not only did I see a good movie, but I feel good about what it had to say to me.